Hello electric car lovers, in this channel I cover all the latest tech news surrounding electric cars. I cover the background, feel and drive, the current selling price, and the specs and engineering that go into making each car. If you have an electric car that you'd like me to cover, let me know in the comments below, because in today's video, I'm reviewing the upcoming Genesis GV60. I'll be covering the most important features to see whether it'll crush the competition or not with its top-of-the-range luxurious interior and intelligent technology. And one more thing before I start, with the rise of self-driving vehicles, it's only a matter of time before we get a country song where the guy's truck leaves him too. Okay, now back to the video. Genesis is primarily being developed in the United States, South Korea, the Middle East and China, with European markets on the horizon. The plan is to introduce 6 new models by 2020, the G90 and G80 have already been released, and the G70 will come along with 2 SUVs and a sports coupe. There is a duality in Korean culture. On the one hand, they are incredibly bold, but also strategic thinkers, says Schreier, creative director of Hyundai Kia and one of the company's 3 presidents. It's a social steeped in history and craftsmanship, but on the other end of the spectrum, it's hyper-modernity. The electronics, tech, art, fashion, music, K-pop. There's such a mood in Seoul, and it's inspired us designers deliberately or unwittingly. How to utilize clever textiles, how to convey modern luxury, we continue. It's a really exciting issue for us. To the aim that his team is collaborating with students in the famous London Royal College of Art and the Arts Center College in California to find fresh and creative ways to portray luxury, according to him. Genesis is producing a second electric vehicle for its luxury automobile portfolio, this time in the shape of a crossover called the GV60. The Genesis GV60 is a battery electric subcompact luxury crossover SUV made by Genesis, Hyundai's premium car subsidiary in Korea. It's the first Genesis product to be created on the Hyundai Electric Global Modular platform, and it sits below the ICE-powered GV70. Genesis has only been operating for a short time, but with a variety of elegant, sumptuous sedans, it has swiftly established itself as a credible alternative to the Germans. However, because of the automotive market, it's always changing. Hyundai's luxury division has very little choice but to expand. The GV80, the brand's first ever SUV, was the first important move towards grabbing a large part of the premium market, and now the GV60 is another first. This is the first Genesis model to be powered entirely by batteries. The GV60 may easily become a significant seller for the company with several innovative technologies, plenty of power, and coupe-like lines that are increasingly popular these days. On August 19th, Genesis announced the GV60, which was released worldwide on September 30th, 2021. During development, the car was codenamed JW, and it rides on the same specialized EV platform as the Hyundai Ioniq 5 and the Kia EV6. Design and engineering. Peter Schreier is a well-known person in the field of automotive design. He's credited with drawing the original TT, the 1998 Audi that struck heads with its formal simplicity, clean aesthetic, and cool Bauhaus-inspired design, and colleagues beamed with adoration at the mere mention of his name. Schreier has been essential in developing the present concept as the creative director of Hyundai Kia and one of the company's 3 presidents. The South Korean corporation has transformed into a dynamic automobile brand with an imaginative portfolio to combat head-on with older, more established rivals under his watchful supervision. Schreier has recently been hard at work developing Genesis, a new worldwide luxury brand. A journalist recently asked him if the world needed another luxury brand, to which he replied, "I'm not sure, but Hyundai wants a premium brand." The South Korean economy, like Hyundai Kia, is booming. "I believe the moment has arrived for us to construct something extraordinary at the top of the brand," he continued. "It's in line with the Korean mindset. No doubt that many customers have picked the new GV60 based only on its appearance, independent of its powertrain. The GV60 is fascinating, sporty, and even seductive from some angles. Despite some weird aesthetic decisions, like the triangular shape blended into the roofline art of the C-pillar, the crest grille has been lowered down from the electric powertrain's particular cooling demands, and the brand's athletic elegance design language fits nicely. The GV60 two-line headlight are elegant and instantly distinguished from its brothers. The electronic door handles are flush with the body but sprung out well when the driver approaches the vehicle, and the back has a sleek fixed wing spoiler. Overall, we believe Genesis has created an intriguing design to commemorate the launch of its first electric vehicle. The GV60 is the first car to use redesigned Genesis symbol with an intricate Gillock pattern, as well as a clamshell hood that eliminates seams between the bodywork. There's a total of 11 exterior colors. The stunning Sao Paulo lime was chosen as the SUV's distinctive color, although additional options include Matterhorn white, Hanauma mint, Vic black, and Seville silver, among others. Interior. The Genesis GV60's cabin is notable and more opulent than the Tesla Model Y's harsh and clinical-feeling cabin. The crystal spear gear selector and nicely integrated cup holders are housed in the center floating dashboard, while the panoramic display ahead of the driver looks sufficiently futuristic. The classy obsidian black interior color scheme is available, as well as more daring colors like Monstera green, camel beige, and torrent navy. Genesis, like many other EVs, have made use of environmentally friendly materials wherever feasible. Seats and armrests are covered in plant-based leather, while door center trims and seat covers are made from yarn derived from recycled fishnets and PET bottles. The GV60 is one of the most technologically sophisticated cars in its class. We've previously covered things like the vehicle's face recognition system, but there's a lot more to admire about it. It has an iPedal, intelligent pedal, that allows drivers to use the accelerator pedal to accelerate, decelerate, and stop. To allow one-pedal driving, use the paddle shifter to engage the strongest regenerative braking level. There's a long list of driver assist features, including navigation-based adaptation cruise control, a surround view monitor, highway driving assistance, and rear view monitor as expected. The car incorporates electric active sound design, which uses elements like speed and driving mode to generate realistic driving noises through the speakers. If you get tired of it, put on the 17-speaker Bang & Olufsen sound system, which is the first of its kind on the Genesis. Drivers will be able to access the GV60 completely based on biometric data, which will be a novel experience. Individual driver profiles, a near-infrared camera for precise facial recognition, and digital side mirrors round out the long list of amenities. A fingerprint authentication system, a facial recognition system, over-the-air software upgrades, and a digital key too are all available on the GV60. To unlock the automobile, drivers simply touch the door handle with this key. The interior colors are a total of 5 colors, including obsidian black, torrent navy, ash gray, and glacier white. Performance. All variants of the Genesis GV60 feature a 77.4 kWh battery and are available with a rear-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. The standard model generates 167 kilowatts and 258 pound-feet of torque, while the dual-motor AWD form delivers 234 kW and 446 pound-feet. The AWD performance variant, with its 2 electric motors producing a total of 319 kW and 446 pound-feet, is the one that enthusiasts will want. The vehicle can go from 0 to 62 miles per hour in under 4 seconds when equipped with the optional boost mode. There's also a drift mode, which isn't something you'd expect to see in an electric vehicle. Battery life. All versions came with the same 77.4 kWh battery pack. The Tesla Model Y Performance has a range of 228 miles, which is around 75 miles more than the Performance model. The standard RWD model has a range of 280 miles on a single charge, while the less powerful GV60 AWD has a range of 249 miles. The GV60's battery can be charged from 10% to 80% in 18 minutes while charging at 350 kW. With its V2L vehicle-to-load technology, the SUV can also serve as a mobile power source, allowing it to charge other electric gadgets. Price and model range. When it arrives on the market, the GV60 will be a new model for Genesis and the brand's third SUV. According to Genesis, deliveries in the United States would begin in 2022, implying the car would be labeled as 2023 models. The new SUV is likely to have a starting price of $55,000, which would put it in direct competition with rivals like the future Audi Q4 e-tron, the Volvo XC40 Recharge, and the coupe-like C40 Recharge. The GV60 will undoubtedly be compared to the Tesla Model Y, despite the fact that it is smaller. The Tesla's mix of range and performance, as is so frequently the case, is difficult to top. The Genesis, on the other hand, is the more opulent option with a more elegant design and a slew of useful functions. It remains to be seen whether they all perform effectively in practice, but the GV60 looks to be a good first effort for Genesis in electric vehicle arena. The GV60 will be a formidable competitor in the sector if it can undercut the Model Y on pricing. Here are the price estimations for each trim. The Select trim, $55,000, the Advanced trim, $60,000, the Sport, $65,000, and the Prestige, $70,000. And this wraps up my review of the Genesis GV60. Let me know what you think of it. Thank you for sticking it out through the very end of this video. Nothing helps out my channel more than y'all watching the entire video. These videos take a long time to make and they are a labor of love. If you like to see my channel grow, please help spread the word, and until next time, remember, the best experiences aren't about where you end up, but who you're lucky enough to be on the journey with.